What's up, YouTube? I did a little shoulder pump today, so I look kind of big in the shoulders. But that's besides the point. Figured today I'll talk about my diet. A lot of people have been asking me lately about my dieting habits. And, it's a loaded question. I constantly change my diet, so I figured what I'd do is I would share with you what I use for my regular diet, just walking around the street, not trying to get cut up for a competition or anything. I generally follow this like year round. I don't really go through big bulk cut phases. I prefer to stay lean year round, and when I want to get bigger, just increase my carbohydrates sort of to try and add a little size. I like the lean bulk look rather than going from one extreme to the next. But anyway, this is what I do for my diet right here. So I wake up early in the morning and work out, and then I come back to my room, handle my business, do what I need to do, head to breakfast, and my first meal of the day usually consists of some oatmeal. I have about a cup of that, and that gives me about 27 grams of carbohydrate with 150 calories. With that, I have about 6 to 8 egg whites. If I'm not as hungry, I'll get 6. If I'm real hungry, I'll get 8. But usually I get like 7 egg whites. And that gives me around 24 grams of protein. Gives me around 100 calories. Non-fat milk. I usually have a cup of this, or a cup of that, with my breakfast. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll just get water and I'll mix my creatine. Right now, I'm using concrete creatine, pineapple flavor, and it's really good. I find it to be pretty effective too. I like it. So that's what I do for breakfast. And with that cup of non-fat milk, that gives me a few more carbohydrates, 13 grams, 9 grams of protein, and 90 calories. So I start out in the morning with about 350, 300 calories sort of, around 30 grams of protein, a little over 30 grams of carbohydrate. So next, I like to get my BCAAs in the morning. I'll take this and drink it when I go to class. I'll just mix it and sip it while I go to class. The reason I like this so much is because it has glutamine, which is really good for recovery, and leucine, which leucine is what allows your body to absorb protein. So once I'm done with class, usually at about 9 a.m., sometimes 9:30, I'll get 2 scoops of protein. And the protein I'm using right now is Muscle Farm Combat Powder. I got the cinnamon bun flavor. That's a legit flavor. It's good. Sometimes I'll have some oatmeal or some grits with this. I'll eat it plain, just oatmeal or grits, whatever. And that gives me about 20-ish grams of carbohydrate to go with my protein. For lunch, what I usually do is I get some lettuce, and I'll put either tuna or grilled chicken on it. With that, I'll also have 1 piece of bread. I'll toast it. I'll put some peanut butter, usually 2 tablespoons, and I'll put some honey on it. With that, I give me about 20 grams of protein with the tuna. I don't really count the macros of the lettuce just because I know it's so small. Sometimes I might throw a little corn on there, a little beans, but I don't really fool with salad dressing too much because I know a lot of them are like added fats and whatnot. That bread gives me 15 grams of carbohydrate. Peanut butter gives me a few grams of fat, like 15 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbohydrate, and 8 grams of protein. And then, so that's about 12. I play sports at school, so I usually have practice at around 4. Sometimes I eat before practice, sometimes not. I kind of don't really like to eat right before practice just because I don't like training. I like to do abs after practice and stuff, and I don't really like doing abdominals when my stomach's full. So I have that. I'll go practice. I might hit the gym after practice for a little bit. And then for dinner, I like the school dinner sometime. But with that, I just pick out, I get some meat. Sometimes I get some carbohydrates, so I get some rice or something with it, and some lettuce. If I'm not in the mood for that though, I'll have some egg whites, and I'll eat like 2 whole eggs with it. So I'll have about 4 egg whites and 2 whole eggs for a total of 6 eggs. So I get some healthy fats in my system at night. And then my last meal is right before bed. I'll get another 2 scoops of this Muscle Farm protein, which is good. So when you look at it, I'm kind of getting like almost 100 grams of protein a day from this one supplement. Because I have about 4 scoops a day. Sometimes I'll do a scoop and a half, because we're trying to conserve on the protein. But that's just what I do. And once again, this is my diet just for off-season maintenance. This isn't trying to bulk up. This isn't trying to cut down or anything. I find it to be a pretty good maintenance diet. As far as cheat meals, like I have cheat meals sometime on the weekend, like when I'm not like trying to cut or anything. But when I start trying to get really cut for my contests and whatnot, that's when I really bring the carbohydrates down, and everything is 10 times stricter. But that's a topic for another video. So this is the basics of what I do, and you can follow it, you cannot follow it, doesn't matter to me. It's just an idea of what I do. A way to keep it simple if you're having trouble with dieting though is, like, you don't have to go into all the, I had this many grams of this many grams of that. Just keep it simple. Like, you know what's good, you know what's bad. Stay with the good. And if you know this rule, you'll always be good. 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carbohydrate have 4 calories each. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So, if you know something's really high in fat, it's automatically going to have more calories. And the calories you take versus the calories you burn is going to determine whether or not you're going to gain weight or lose weight. So if you just kind of keep those numbers in your head, and you say you get, like, you're in a bond for some food, you stop at a place and you're like, oh, let's see, it's got 20 grams of carbohydrate, that's 80 calories right there. 20 grams of protein, that's another 80 calories, that's 160. And say that's 20 grams of fat, that's times 9, so that's almost 200 calories just off of fat. So that's 360 calories worth of food. But that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. This video is just about what I do as my regular maintenance diet. So if you have any questions, I'll have my Facebook page in the link in the description, or just comment. Or if you see me at school, just ask me. And that's it. Y'all have a nice night.